Hey everybody, it's Zabelwolf. This is a first for me. I'm going to try my hand at doing a movie review. So I'm going to start with the latest film that I've seen, which is the latest Ghostbusters movie. Now, I am by no means an authority on films and will most likely not go along with the opinion of many of you, but as with any review, this is my opinion entirely. So, where do I start? Ghostbusters 2016. Is it a bad film? In my opinion, it is a very bad film. It's a bad film because of the director. Paul Feig, however it's supposed to be pronounced, is a man who believes men are worthless and whose biggest films are R-rated toilet humor driven pieces of art, I guess. I've personally tried to watch both Spy and Bridesmaids, both of which made me feel just a little too sick to continue watching. The acting is never a problem in any of his films. The direction and the humor usually are the biggest problem for me. Being English, if you can't tell by the accent, I'm used to toilet humor. I mean, we have toilet humor shows, and then we have those which aren't. But the expectation of those shows is set from the outset. You know what you're getting into. Whereas Paul's films try to masquerade as on the cusp, and yet devolve very, very quickly. So, back into the film though. Throughout the film there are inklings of Feig's style littered in the film, but given that it's a PG-13 rating, there's none of the adult humour there to help accompany and lift these lackluster jokes out of the gutter. So instead of lifting them, these jokes drag the film even further down. Now, I'm not going to go into any spoilers. Plenty of other people have done spoilers on those kind of areas already. I will be doing a spoiler review, but it's going to focus on the things that riled me mostly, not the toilet humour. What about the cast? Well, the actresses are fantastic. They do a great job with what they're given. What they're given? Not so much. For the most part, each of the core cast members are somewhat of a stereotype. I mean, we have Kate McKinnon, who plays an off-the-wall engineer who, it's alluded to, has some kind of PhD. I'd say it's probably in nuclear particle physics because she builds nuclear reactors for the Ghostbusters. Melissa McCarthy plays the ever-believing heart of the team that tries to keep them together. Kristen Wiig is the lost friend, finding her way back to her friend, and at the same time finding her confidence, which apparently she lost while trying to become a tenured professor in academia. Chris Hemsworth is a big, dumb blonde. Neil Casey is probably the most forgettable villain I have seen in a film since Ghost. There's no real explanation on his motives other than he's been picked on by people through his life. But he's obviously a genius, and we'll get into that in the spoiler review. And Leslie Jones. Well, in the trailers, Leslie Jones looks to be playing a loudmouth powerhouse of the street, so stereotyped it was painful to see. In the film, her character actually gets better treatment. She's probably the most well-rounded character in the film from my point of view. She's not so much someone of the street with a big loud mouth, but more somebody who works for whatever the New York version of the underground is. And she loves her city so much that she knows her city's history. So, whereas in the trailer it was played off that she knows the streets because she's of the streets. She knows the city because she loves the city. And she's joining the team in earnest, but she really doesn't know what she's getting herself in for. And so one of the two scenes which made me laugh in this film is of Patty on her own. It's probably not the one you think it is, but it did make me laugh. All in all, this is a standard summer popcorn fodder for the masses with no real reason or intention to be memorable or even be made. And while I was writing this, I was listening to little bits of Ghostbusters 2. And I was really, really glad I'd made notes, because else I'd have nothing to say about this film. That's how forgettable it is. Is it a film I'm going to buy? Well, the chances are I will buy it from the bargain bin. And it will most likely sit there next to my Blu-ray box set of the Ghostbusters, which, thanks to that, I got to see this film for free. But it's most likely just going to be a background noise film. Like, when I'm busy working, I need something that I'm not got to focus on, I just need noise in the background, then this is most likely going to be the film I'm going to have on. It's not worth the ticket price. It gives no case for it ever having needed to be made. I don't really have much else to say on it without breaking into spoilers. So, as this is my first review, and I lack any kind of scoring system of any merit, so I'm going to go with a 10 out of 10 system. And this film gets a 3 out of 10. Wait for Netflix. Did you agree with me? Did you disagree with me? Let me know. And thanks for listening. Ciao for now.